Good morning, everyone. Today the Ramban puts together all the messages that we've been learning the last few days. And he says like this, V'chashetachshav es kol eila. When you give serious thought to these ideas which we discussed up until this point, number one, that a person remembers where they're coming from, and that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has made their entire essence and their being. Number two, where we're going to end up, which is the same stopping place of every person in this world. Everyone will end up in the grave. Their life in this world is finite and it will not last forever. So we have to remember that. And number three, as we discussed yesterday, every one of us at the end of 120 years of life is going to greet the Melech HaKavod, the King of Glory, and we're going to be obligated to give a din v'cheshbon, this judgment and an accounting on all the deeds we did and all the things we could have done while we were wasting our energies involved with other activities. So when you think about all of these ideas, which means that in our mind, these ideas should be swimming around inside of there, that any time that we want, we can pull them out to think about them deeper. Tira mi beirecha, you will have great awe and reverence in the presence of your beirecha, your Creator. V'sishma min hachet, and as a result of this tremendous yira, this fear and this awe and this reverence that you cultivate inside of yourself, you will guard yourself from doing sin. The more that one lives with the presence of Hashem, Hu HaElokim, that God Himself is the only power in this world, and He watches, and He sees, and He hears, and He is all-knowing. When I think about that, when I'm caught in the grips of chet, of sin, and my desires are dragging me in a direction that I don't really want to go into, I just have the image, the feeling of the presence of Hashem in my life. It helps to stop me from doing something that I'm going to regret. And who better than our generation to understand these words of the Ramban? We live in a time when technology has advanced to the point where everybody carries around in their pocket a phone which has recording mechanisms that can record with so many megapixels and such clarity any event that they are watching transpiring in front of them. Whether it is a wedding that you go to, or perhaps your child is graduating from school, whether it's you and your friends going out on a night on the town and you want to record it for all of posterity, whatever you see a car accident take place, God forbid, in front of you, and you catch exactly the time so you can see whose fault it was, whatever has taken place in front of us, we can record with the cameras that we carry around with us all of the time. MP3 recorders can record every single conversation. There are video cameras, security cameras on every building, on every office, on every hallway. If the robber comes in the middle of the night, they got him, his face, everything is there. So how could it be that if we know that a human being has the ability to record everything that goes on, and they can see far and beyond with the age of technology and the computers and the satellites that are up there in the heavens that can allow a person to see almost from one end of the world to the other while they're sitting in the comfort of their own home. Al achas kama v'kama, all the more so should we feel and recognize and believe be'emunah shleima, with deep faith, that the all-knowing and seeing eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and the ears that hear everything, and the hand that writes down and records every little detail and nuance of our life, Hashem is watching everything, each and every one of us, everywhere, all of the time. When a person thinks like that, they have such an awe, such a trepidation, such a reverence that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is a yira. He sees us and we are being seen and we would like to see Him. certainly we will guard ourselves from chet. Which child purposely does something wrong in the presence of their parents? On the other hand, children are always trying to hide their mistakes and their shortcomings and the challenges that they put themselves into. When the father walks into the room, the children hide everything. When the mother walks into the room, the children run out of the room. If you can't run away from Hashem, so then how do we have the audacity to do a chet, to sin in front of Him? And therefore, the more that we recognize and we feel that Hashem is truly watching us, the more that we will be guarded from sins in our life. May we be zeichen, may we merit to have this awareness that the watchful eyes and the ears are always paying attention to us, and in that way we will be the greatest guardians of protecting ourselves from doing chet, from sinning in the eyes of Hashem. Wishing everybody a wonderful day.